Hey y'all, I hope everybody's doing good this morning. And if you're not doing good, hopefully you will be doing good at some point today. This is part 2 of my hair talk video. Back in the day, I got cut off really at the beginning of the sentence, because I was about to say 90% of the girls at my school, their hair was in good condition. It looked like it was in good condition. So I got cut off because I didn't turn off my notifications, and I was trying to clear a notification out the way, and I ended up pausing the video unknowingly. So I kept right on talking, and then discovered later that I got caught mid, while I was talking, it got cut off. So anyway, what you're looking at on screen is just something I decided to put up because I like to, give you something to look at. And this time I just found I spotted my facial hair remover and eyebrow trimmer. This came from Amazon, and I've had it for some years now. Probably the first one I bought, I don't know, because I bought one and then I bought one for my purse, so to keep in my purse. So anyway, I've probably been using this thing probably at least a couple of years. So anyway, and it's good. And you're supposed to, from what I remember, is do it in a circular motion while you're using it on wherever you have, the facial hair. But like between my eyebrows, I don't do that because I basically just go up and down between my eyebrows. But it's good, and after you use it, after I use it, I put some tea tree oil on the areas that I've used it on to keep any irritation at bay. Tea tree oil kills bacteria, germs, all of that. So, it'll dry out, pimples, bumps, all of that. So anyway, I'm working on my hair this morning, so I decided to go ahead and talk to you about the hair, part 2, back in the day. And this will be a little bit of that, and then more of, what I've noticed recently and with my own hair and, other people's hair. And, so, now I don't know the percentage of girls. That's probably why I really got cut off. I don't know the percentage of girls that had, whose hair was well taken care of it, but it was more that looked well taken care of that didn't. And maybe you can give me some percentages on what was going on in your school, hair-wise. What percentage of girls do you think had hair that was well taken care of? Whether it was short, whether it was medium, whether it was long, whether it was permed, whether it was straightened, whatever the processes were. To your sight, to your knowledge, to your memory, what percentage of the girls looked like they had hair that was being well taken care of? So anyway, that was basically the end of what I was gonna say about that whole subject. But this morning I thought about the fact that I saw a sister who has a YouTube channel, and I think it's called Mo Knows Hair, M-O Knows Hair, so you can look her up. And she's a beautician. She's a licensed beautician and some other things too, but Mo Knows Hair, so that sums it up. And so she shows some of her clients and the condition of their hair before she starts on it, and she talks to them and they talk to her, They give her feedback on, you know, what they want, what they've been doing to their hair, what they want, you know, to be able to do with their hair and all of that. But one thing I noticed about Mo is that her hair, she tells all of her clients that they need to wash their hair once a week, no matter what they tell her, because normally they're telling her way longer between washes, but she says once a week. So I'm thinking Mo does the same thing. And so Mo wears her hair curly, and I even saw her do, you know, do a blowout where she was getting ready to cut her hair or wear a blowout. And so I'm thinking when she's doing the curly thing, because she showed what she on one short, and you can check out her shorts and her videos, but on a short she showed what she does after a workout and how she basically use a diffuser or blow dryer or whatever to, you know, dry her roots, because she said you want to make sure it's dry after you finish your workout. And then she sprays some oil sheen, which I've been looking for, oil sheen, so I'm gonna have to, and I think she used Mizani, but anyway, I'm gonna have to get that oil sheen, because I've been looking for something like that and haven't been able to find a good oil sheen. But anyway, so, but I'm thinking when Mo does her hair, wears her hair curly, you know, she's not combing her hair every day. That's my point. She's not combing her hair every day, but she's, you know, doing something to it every day. But once a week, you don't have a whole lot of shed hair. You're gonna have some, because your hair sheds every day. So, but at the weak point, you're not gonna have a tangled mess. You know, you shouldn't have a tangled mess, not from dead hair anyway. If you're just, you know, just wearing it in that same style, and maybe putting some oil sheen on it, fluffing it up, putting a little, you know, gel around the edges. And one thing she did say, whatever she's formulating, she's working on the gel, because she has her own products too. So she's working on gel. One of the things I noticed, she said that when the gel, if you notice it start to dry up or flake off after however many days, then just take a towel, a microfiber towel, wet it, and wipe, you know, the gel off, and then reapply fresh gel. And I thought that was, you know, really good information that I've never heard anybody say before. So anyway, but at the weak point, okay, in this day and time, depending on your lifestyle, depending on how busy you are, and we know we're very busy, we got a lot going on. And so who wants to be combing through their hair every day? You know, not me. I really don't want to. And especially I'm wearing my hair natural, but if I'm gonna wear it in twist or and do a twist style or whatever, it's no need to be combing it every day. But at the week mark, we need to be, you know, combing it out to prep it for washing. If we don't want to be sitting up washing the dead with the living, then my suggestion is to you better go ahead and spray your hair with some water, so that you can be able to comb it out and comb, because you already got product in it, so you really don't need to add product. You just need, you know, the water. Now, if you think you need some product, then you just use, you know, a little conditioner or something. But I don't really think you need all of that. But you know your hair, so use what you think you need to be able to comb out the tangles and comb out the dead hair. That's the main thing you're trying to comb out before you wash it. So, yeah, that's my take on that. Because when I thought about it, I'm like, well, you know, yeah, that sounds okay, but in this day and time, it really doesn't. It sounds like a pain, unless you got, you know, a perm. A pain dealing with, you know, I guess natural hair. It's thick, it tangles easily. It just depends on what you got going on. with your hair and how your hair is. If you think this is a pain to comb every day and you don't want to be bothered doing that, then, you know, and make sure, she says it takes discipline. You know, get into the mindset of just doing it once a week, and I think our wash days will be a whole lot easier if we do it weekly as opposed to these extremely long times where more and more shed hair has built up in our hair. And yeah, it's going to take a whole lot more time than it would if we would just go to the week mark. So that's what I'll be attempting to do, and I'll let you know how it goes when I do it. Because I washed my hair while it was in two-strand twist, and so what I'm doing now is taking one twist down at a time and combing it out, and then putting some my moisturizer / detangling moisturizer, whatever you want to call it, but it's a lotion. It's actually a lotion that I'm using, and it's called Mediterranean Olive Oil Body Cream. Okay, so it's not a lotion, it's a cream. And this is by, what's the sister's name? I remember. Yuzi Bath Time. And she's on Etsy, and it's EUSI, and then Bath Time. And she makes really good products that, don't have a whole lot of ingredients in it. It's real natural. And I originally started using this body cream as just that, a body cream. And it really helps with nerve endings along my spine, itching or flaring up and feeling itchy. And that's a leftover result of having the shingles or having had the shingles. And so I discovered when I would put some of that on this little back lotion applicator and rub that on the itchy spots, it would stop. It would cool it, and they would stop. I wouldn't feel, even if they felt like they were a little painful or something, it just springs up all of a sudden. And I'm sure it has to do with whatever I've been eating or doing, or stress or whatever. So, but this body cream stops that. And so I don't know when I started using it on my hair. I think it's probably because it has aloe in it. And the thing about aloe vera is a plant that the gel actually mends cuts in the skin. So you cut your skin, you clean it off or whatever, and then you apply this, and this stuff actually mends the skin. So my logic was, well, if it mends skin, maybe it can mend split ends. Maybe it can mend hair back together. And I can't say that it's done that, but I did discover that it's an excellent conditioner, or let me say detangler, as well as moisturizer. So for my hair, that's for my hair. So I'm just letting you know what I'm using right now as I go through this detangling twist by twist process. I'm spraying it with water after I detangle it. Sometimes I'm spraying it with water before I even untwist it, and then I'm running my fingers through to further or start the detangling process with my fingers while it's wet. And as I'm pulling my hair horizontally, not vertically, but pulling it apart to try to pull tangles apart and try to pull the dead hair from being entangled. Then I'm running my hand down my hair, my fingers down my hair, to pull out the loosened shed hair. So that's my process. And as my hair dries, I just reapply more water and keep doing this until I'm ready to go through it with a wide tooth comb and then I'll go through it with one of those detangling hair brushes. And the one I'm using is the Felicia Leatherwood. So, and then once that's done, then I'll apply some of the Mediterranean olive oil body cream. And this stuff literally has like 3 or 4 ingredients. I'll read them to you. Vegan purified aloe vera water, Mediterranean olive oil, and Optifin. Now, from what I remember when I looked it up, Optifin is like a preservative. But that's it. Vegan purified aloe vera water. That's 1. Mediterranean olive oil. That's 2. And Optifin. That's 3. So, you know, I'm discovering with my hair, less is best. And I've tried, you know, all types of products on my hair. And yeah, less is best. That's all I got to say. Less is best. It doesn't flake in my hair. It doesn't like build up, and you know, it doesn't do all of that. I can use it, you know, probably, you know, however many times I want to use it before I wash my hair, and it's never gonna flake. So I love that about it, because that's one of the things I hate is when products flake when I start, you know, messing with my hair. Then I got a top full of the residue from these products on the clothes. So anyway, yeah. So and one of the things I'm doing for my daughter's hair, she has, you know, long hair, but it's been short because I've cut it before because it just became too much dealing with her and her hair, and at the time that I was dealing with a lot of stuff. So, but now it's grown, you know, to down her back. I wouldn't be surprised. It's either mid back or, you know, probably barely touching, or it may be at the bottom of her back. So anyway, and I have to do it. But right now what I'm doing is using some Head and Shoulders on her hair, because she does get build up on her hair sometimes, and I found the best one is which is probably one of the most expensive, if not the most expensive hair product that they have, is the one that has what is that? Argan oil. That's it. It has argan oil in it. It's this Head and Shoulders Supreme whatever with argan oil. It's the shampoo and the conditioner. And what I do with her hair is, when I'm getting ready to wash it, to prep it to wash, because I put twists, 2-strand twists in her hair too, and I just leave it in there, or leave them in there till the next time it's time to wash it. But what I do to prep it for washing, I put some of the conditioner and the shampoo in a bottle of water, in a spray bottle with water. Shake it up, and then I spray it on her scalp, and I rub it into her scalp just like I would if I was washing. And this is twist by twist, because what I'm doing, I'm prepping it to wash, but I'm also detangling it too. So I spray that on her scalp, rub it in, you know, well in her scalp. Then I spray it all along her hair, and then I start the you know, the detangling, the pulling out the shed hair. The same process that I'm using for my own hair. That's what I do. And this is all the prep it to get washed, because I wash her hair in the shower. She sits on a seat, a shower seat, a shower chair in the shower, and I stand over the tub and she holds her head down, you know, like really down where her knees are. And I turn the shower water on and I start rinsing her hair out, rinsing that shampoo out of her hair. Because I've already did the rubbing, the scrubbing, the application. So all I got to do is a thorough rinse. And I'll put my fingers in there and, you know, gently scrub her scalp a little bit. But for the most part, I'm just doing that and rinsing all that conditioner and shampoo out of her hair. And I do this section by section because she has a lot of hair. So I do one side first, I do the middle, and I do another side, the other side. So, and that's what I do for her hair. So, yeah, and then when I'm ready to, you know, work on it, then I just use whatever product I'm going to use. I take each individual twist down and I do any more detangling that needs to be done and apply the product, water if her hair is drying out or dry, and twist it back up. So with that being said, I'm trying to think of, it was something else that just came to my mind about doing all of this, I guess. I can't think of it right now, so yeah, I'm still working on my hair, but I'm doing more talking than working. So I see that this ain't working out too well. You know, trying to get my hair worked on while I do the talking. So I'm gonna end it. Oh, one thing about washing your hair in a twist is when I retwist the hair, because once I put the shampoo and all that and detangle, I retwist it, but I do loose, very loose twists, and I definitely don't twist the roots. I don't twist from the roots. I go at least an inch down and do loose twists all the way to the, well, maybe an inch from the ends. It just depends on the ends. So you don't have to go to the very ends, but you know, but you're gonna do some pretty loose twists. Not just loose where as soon as the water hit, it's gonna come loose. No, I don't mean that. I just mean you're not finna tight twist her hair, because you want that water to be able to penetrate the hair, all of the hair. And one of the things I noticed with my hair, because I did not prep my hair to wash, then my hair was still basically, you know, in the original twist. So I'm noticing, yeah, when I take the twist out in the back especially, I'm getting, you know, flaking from product that did not get washed out of my hair. So, like I said, I didn't prep my hair to wash like I did hers, but I'm saying that that's what I need to do, because I need to get it out of the tight twist and put it into the loose twist. And so I'm probably going to try the same shampoo and conditioner, even though I don't get dandruff like she does, but she's like, you know, she's way younger. So she's in that stage where, you know, she gets the dandruff. But I noticed that Head and Shoulders keeps it at bay and wipes it out. And I also know that if I would wash her hair more often, then, you know, that's going to eliminate the problem too. But all the other Head and Shoulders Supreme products that I tried, they were still too drying for her hair. And I even tried to just do a conditioner wash and that with one of their products, and that didn't work. So I need the shampoo, but I just mix it with the conditioner. And it's more water than anything. I do like, because they come in pump. Well, the shampoo comes in a pump bottle, so I do like 4 or 5 pumps into a spray bottle, and then the conditioner comes in a squeeze bottle, so I do maybe 4 squeezes or so, and then fill it up with water. or have the water already in there. Either way, and then shake it up. And every time I use it, I have to, shake it up, make sure it's blended well, and use it. So that's what I plan to do for my hair. Because like I said, I've used a lot of different products, but I haven't found, my product as far as shampoo. I do have one product that's a good, what do they call it? Clarifier. And that's Taraji's Clarifying, Honey Clarifying. Her stuff is good, it smells good, but I think that the conditioner that goes with it, oh, well, it's good. All of it's good. And you don't need a lot of that clarifier, because if you overuse it, it's definitely going to strip. So you don't need a whole lot. But anyway, her products are good. Nature's Little Secret, they have their products. Their products are good. But you have to spend money and try stuff, And I started using this Head and Shoulders stuff years ago. And I can't even remember whose hair, it might have been my hair, everybody's hair, I don't know, that I used it on. But then I got away from it for some reason. I don't even know why. So, and Yuzi Bath Time, she also has a Chebe, Chebe, a Chebe product that I use it can be used as a leave-in conditioner. It can be used as a wash, a conditioning wash. It's just a good product overall too. And it's not irritating to my scalp or anything like that. And I've used other products. Head and Shoulders has royal oils that's supposed to be able to use between washes when your scalp is itchy or flaky or stuff like that. And it does work. It has, the same ingredient that the dandruff shampoo has, and it's just a very small amount of it to help with the itching and flaking. But I find in order to get rid of the flaking, you either need to, if you're just going to try to use that, you're going to need a towel, a wet, damp towel. So wherever you spray that stuff and rub it in, then you need to be trying to remove those flakes up in there. Otherwise, you just need to go and wash your hair. And if you have flaking, that shampoo, their shampoo with the argan oil is the way to go. The Supreme, whatever, Supreme, Royal Supreme, I don't know. It's something Supreme, but it has argan oil in it. So it's going to be different from all their other products. And because I found that dandruff shampoos, because I've tried Jason Natural, but dandruff shampoos tend to be dry for our hair. Well, for my hair, for Ava's hair, it's dry. So, but this, so that's one reason I mix the conditioner with the shampoo, so I don't have to worry about anything over drying her hair. And then I'm using it in a diluted amount with water, so yeah. So anyway, I think that's all I'm gonna talk about dealing with our hair, because like I said, I know this is a different time, so combing it every day, yeah, a lot of us don't have time, patience, energy, the will to be doing that every day with our hair. We want something convenient, we want something quick, we want something easy, but mostly the main thing is to be disciplined, and be good to our hair. That's what I find, we need to be good. We need to take care of our hair. Whatever kind of hair we got, take care of it. It's your hair. So find the best products for your hair. Stop stuffing it up under hot synthetic wigs. And if you're going to do that, make sure your hair is in good condition. Meaning it's clean, it's been washed, it's been conditioned, it's been moisturized, it's been plaited down, plaited up. And you don't keep those wigs on for extreme amounts of time, because you just suffocating your hair. Your hair needs to be out. It needs air. It needs attention. It needs light. Yeah. So, and the synthetic products are damaging to our bodies as well as our hair. They're not natural. They're sucking the life out of our hair. The chemicals used are toxic to our bodies. So yeah, we need to stay away from the synthetic hair products and just start working with our hair. You know, you can have because my hair doesn't look, you know, the way I want it to look necessarily all the time. So I'm struggling too. And if I'm not satisfied with it, with how it's looking to me, then I just grab a scarf. You know what I'm saying? And you can buy, you know, beautiful scarves. And a lot of times I have the scarf on with a little hair showing, you know, tendrils, whatever you want to call it. And it looks good. It looks neat. But I don't keep the scarf on all day. Because at some point I'm going to get hot. At some point my head is going to get hot, just like with them wigs. At some point I want that scarf off and I want, you know, my hair out. My hair to breathe, my head to breathe. So, you know, be good to your hair. It's part of you. It's part of your body. So just be good to it. So that's all I'm going to talk about now. It's 31 minutes of talking. So yeah. Thank you for listening and have a good day. Bye.